Hi there, Rebecca here with Standing Bear Healing. In this series, I wanted to share just some little snippets from my journey of going from severe trauma, which had actually been repressed, and when I recovered the memories, how I was able to cope with that, and what my healing journey has been like, what I've learned, some tips and techniques for how I got through certain things, and then I'm going to offer up a little bit of my healing work at the end of each video. So thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to talk about the chipper and cheery topic of when you have suicidal feelings. And I went through a great deal of that starting when I was about 14 years old. At that time, I had no idea of the type of abuse that I was going through because it had started so young and it was so severe that it was all repressed. And so I didn't actually remember it until my first year of medical school, and a number of events lined up just perfectly to just begin to unlock what had been repressed. And once those memories started coming, it was just like, it was just no stopping it, right? It would just kept coming and coming, and it seemed like each uncovered trauma was worse than the last. And I remember thinking, well, it couldn't get any worse, and then it did. And so what I ended up uncovering was satanic ritual abuse, in addition to a great deal of incest from my father. And those early days were just so incredibly difficult. I actually am working on trying to write my story down for a book at some point. And I look back on those days and I just think, oh my God, like I can't even comprehend like how or why I was able to stay here. But I'm really, really glad now that I did. And so I just want to tell you just a few of the things that got me through, in the event that they might be helpful to you, and then I'll do some healing work on the topic. So one of the things I did, so my abuse was severe enough that I developed what they call now dissociative identity disorder. And so I had like different parts of myself, right, that certain parts would come out in order to handle certain types of abuse or certain types of situations or certain abusers. And then of course the cult, they actually program in, like they give you mental programs. And so one of mine was that if you remember, you will die, meaning that I would kill myself. So in addition to, I think most people that have been through severe enough trauma have had such thoughts. Okay, and so first of all, I want to say that my heart goes out to you. I know firsthand how painful that is, and I know that it feels like you'll never ever be out from underneath that oppressive pain and darkness. But I promise you, you will. You can. You can. It does take work, but you can. And I just want you to know that I'm sending you so much love and strength and courage. And I'm really proud of everyone that has been able to live through those dark nights of the soul and get past it. So one of the tricks that came to me to help keep myself here on the planet was, so let's say many times, many times I would be laying, for some reason I always ended up on the bathroom floor, and it would be the wee hours of the morning, and I'd be drinking and maybe holding a knife, or maybe holding as many pills. I didn't have anything really good for killing myself, but I would get whatever I could, right? Like maybe a whole bottle of Advil would do it or something. But I would be sitting there and crying and crying and crying and listening to music and thinking about how to take myself out and stop the suffering. And what I learned to do was really just to bargain with the part of me that wanted to die, right? And just tell that part as if we were having a conversation, two people, right? And I would say, you know what, you're right. This is a good idea, but tomorrow right now, I'm really tired. Let's go to bed and we can kill ourselves tomorrow. And that part always went, okay. Because that part had been heard and acknowledged, and what that part wanted was I had acquiesced to. And then of course by morning I had sobered up, gotten some sleep, the sun is up, and things looked more manageable. So that's just one of the things I did. I also did many years of talk therapy, and then went on to try pretty much everything that came along. You know, I went to massage school and learned about a lot of different types of energy healing, spiritual healing, experienced everything that came along. I said yes, and I tried it. Like I did soul retrieval, that was wonderful. Received Reiki sessions, lots of body work. Trauma was just stuffed everywhere in my body. So I got body work and all kinds of things. So I think that's enough for that portion of it. And now I feel called to go into the guided meditation portion and do some of my healing work. Not going to go into it here. I've been doing little snippets on what my healing work is, and but there are other videos where I describe it more fully, and how my healing modality came to evolve into what it is today. But I'm a natural channel and empath, and since I was a kid, I could really connect in with the spiritual realms. At that time, I called it God and angels, but those divine beings, they don't give a rat's ass what you call them. They just want you to call them. They want you to ask. They want you to ask for help, ask them for guidance, ask them for assistance. They're just, every single one of us just has a host of divine beings that are ready, willing, and able to help us. And the only thing that holds them back is that we have to give them permission to work on our behalf. So don't forget to do that. So anyway, let's close our eyes. Obviously, don't be multitasking for this portion. And if you're driving or doing anything else where it would be dangerous, just pause the video at this point and do it later when you can sit down and you want your arms and legs uncrossed so the energy can move through you freely. And let's just see what spirit and the divine beings would like to bring through for you today. So I'm going to ask you permission to connect with you. And even though I'm recording this now, and you may be listening to this weeks, months, or even years into the future, it's the same. If you give your permission, Spirit and I will connect with you, and you will receive the healing just as if you were here with me today. Thank you. Now just allow yourself to drop down into your beautiful heart and see yourself there as a glowing ball of light in the center of your chest. And know that the light that is the real you is so essential on this planet that it is no accident that you came here, and your unique light, only you can bring that, and you are bringing it. Do not judge yourself or feel like you're behind or have missed out somehow on bringing your unique light to the planet. No, just by being you and having gotten this far on your journey, you are making a difference, and you have made a difference. And now let us take a journey down into the center of Mother Earth and connect in with our loving Mother Earth. Mother Gaia, cleanse us and guide us. Give us your beautiful, grounded, healing energy. We thank you. And now, rising back up, continue to stay connected to the center of Mother Earth through the soles of your feet. And as her energy moves through your body, It is cleansing and balancing and opening each of your chakra centers until they are just spinning in perfect unison with one another, so that the energy can move exactly and freely through you as it is meant to bring you healing and guidance and support. And now moving out through your crown chakra in a beautiful ball of light, let us take a journey upward, moving past the sky, past the stars, past the white lights and the dark lights. And just allow yourself to imagine this journey. And now moving past some brilliant white lights, continuing upward, we move through this sort of jello-like substance, which contains all the laws of the universe. And now floating up into this beautiful pearly white iridescent light, we allow ourselves to be immersed in the eternal and unconditional love of our source. It's like the best coming home you've ever had. In this place, you are seen and loved and heard for exactly who you are. You do not have to change anything. You don't have to hide anything. You don't have to contort yourself to be absolutely and utterly loved and accepted. And in fact, your uniqueness, your quirks, and even, the dings and whatnot that you have acquired through this journey of your current lifetime, all of those are cherished and loved and appreciated in this place. And now, Creator of all that is, it is commanded that you guide this session and that you use me in the process to be of the highest and best blessing to all who may come across this video in the future. We thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Show me. And first comes a channeled message. Beloved, know that the experience that humans would call depression is actually, and repression, meaning repressed memories, is actually a divine gift meant to help you move through experiences gradually that would otherwise be very, very damaging, would destroy you. And so depression allows you to almost go into a numb out mode and just let the days and hours tick by as your higher self and your soul are gradually aligning you to processing and letting go of the experiences. And know that there is nothing in this universe that can happen to you that cannot be healed and transformed. And now, in case that feels too pie in the sky, let's do some downloads on that. These will be downloads that will allow you to release or accept beliefs into your subconscious blueprint and what we call all 4 belief levels. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that you download the belief, it's possible for me to completely recover from the terrible things that have happened to me. And I know this from my Creator's perspective. It's safe and I deserve to completely recover from the terrible things that have happened to me. I am worthy to completely recover from the terrible things that have happened to me. Creator, download all of this into us on all 4 belief levels in every area of our lives and through every cell of our bodies for the highest and the best. We thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Show me. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to download into us. I know what it feels like to live without depression. It's safe and it's possible, and I deserve to live without depression. I am worthy of living my life without depression. I'm allowed to live my life without depression. And I can live my life without depression, without anything bad happening to me or anyone else. Creator, download this into us on all 4 belief levels in every area of our lives and through every cell of our bodies for the highest and the best. We thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Creator, download into us. It's possible for me to live my life without despair. It's safe, and I deserve, and I'm worthy of living my life without despair. I'm allowed to live my life without despair. I know how to live my life without despair, and Creator, teach us how. Thank you. I can release despair without anything bad happening to me or anyone else. Creator, download all of this into us on all 4 belief levels in every area of our lives and through every cell of our bodies for the highest and the best. We thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Show me. And now we'll integrate this session into you. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that you now integrate this session into each of us with grace, ease, and joy, continuing your healing and guiding work on us from now and through all eternity, through every cell of our bodies, on all 4 belief levels in every area of our lives for the highest and the best. We thank you, Creator. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Show me. And now take a deep breath and come back. Know that I'm here for you. I have a pretty good idea of what a long and difficult journey is like, and I just want to give you my love and support and encouragement. I do individual sessions as well, and I have committed to doing more content that I will put on here, and in the hopes that it will touch and help you. Much love to you. Bye for now.